That was the most intense 7 minutes I have seen in football ever. I don't think neither United or any other team that I've seen have been in such a precarious position and thought that they were out for sure, and they were 2 goals behind heading into the 113th minute of extra time. And to even think that you could do something with it, to think that you could even score 1 or even 2 equalize, let alone Man United 5, Lyon 4. Do we care about performance? No. Do we care about how the win came about at the end of the day? No. How big was this win? If we were to deep how important this win is, this is a win of historical importance. Why that is because if we went out today, that would mean we do not win the Europa League. If we don't win the Europa League, that means we're not in Europe next season. If we're not in Europe next season, the financial scrutiny that we will be under, we might get relegated into a mid-table club. That's how bad things can get. If we're not careful, forget all the players that we're trying to sign in the summer. If we do not get Champions League football, if we don't get that extra 100 million from Adidas, we are in big trouble. If we don't get Champions League football, many of those players might not even choose to come. And if we don't get those players, how do we expect to compete? So, forget the way this happened. Forget the fact European night at Old Trafford, second leg in a quarter-final, and the way that we won it, everything. Just the fact that we won itself is of historical importance. Because if we mess up today, it was not just this season that was messed up, not just next season. Probably a few seasons, 4 or 5 seasons down the line would have been affected if we had lost today. And so for that very reason, thank you to Casemiro, Mino, Maguire, Bruno. When it looked like we were out, we needed that penalty. Penalty was won because of Casemiro, scored by Bruno. And guys, you know how I always say Garnacho isn't good enough, Højlund isn't good enough. There is actually another reason for it, which I discovered today. That reason is, in the crucial moments, do your players show up or not? That shows me, are they a good player or not? Yeah, sure, you can have aesthetics. But if you see it, the players that have shown up in the crucial moments for us this season have been the aesthetic players. Or they can only pass a ball, they don't actually score goals or assist. Think about it. Ahmad, Zirkzee. If Zirkzee did not score in the 87th minute last time, we were out. You know that. We were out today. Same thing against Sociedad. He scored in the away leg, because of which it was 1-1, and then we took it Old Trafford 4-1 win. And the same thing now, Mino, having been injured for all this time, he came off the bench, and that finish is what do you call ice cold. He did this in the FA Cup final. He's doing this again today. Mino is the ultimate clutch player. Now, if people even think there's a comparison in levels between Garnacho and Højlund and Mino, we can't be having that discussion. You know why? Because Mino's composure when it comes to right in front of goal is that of a striker. He is the best finisher at United with all the players that are fit right now. Now, is it a good idea to start him at the 9, 10? You know what? That's for a different day. But today, all that matters is we were out. It was 2-2 at full time. We had 11 men to their 10. And still, guess what? Lyon looked like they had 12 men and we had 11. We struggled. Don't get this wrong. Amorim does not deserve any credit for this game at all. Because I know there are fans who, if Maguire didn't score, if Mino doesn't score, you're all Amorim out. But what? Just because Mino's finish was insane and Maguire came in with the header at the last minute, are we going to just forgive Amorim? How he didn't make substitutions at the right time? How he could have managed the game much better? How again he forget whatever you call it, right? Because this is one of the most important games in our history. It might not look it because it's just a Europa League quarterfinal against Lyon. This was one of our most important games in our history. And for that game, I don't think it really matters whether Mino was half injured or, you know what, we'll slowly blood him in. When we don't have players, when the condition that we're in, we have to start Højlund and Garnacho. There are only attackers. You could have started Mino in one of their places. And maybe, just maybe, we're 2-0 and we manage to keep the game respectable there. And maybe we just see it out because we have now an extra midfielder who can just slot in, who can also score if needed. Amorim really messed up. The players bailed him out. That's all I can say, guys. That this game was as simple as that. This was emotional roller coaster. This tie is perfectly that. Why? Lyon score first in the first leg. And then we draw 1-1 when we probably don't deserve it. And then Zirkzee should have nicked it, right? 87th minute, 2-1. And now we're thinking, you know what? Oh, okay, come on, let's take a lead to Old Trafford. And then we just park the bus and we're good. 95th minute, Onana messes up, Cherki scores. And then we're like, oh shit, now what? That was already a crazy game to begin with. Now, we take it to Old Trafford. And at Old Trafford, first 30 minutes, we're actually playing decent. We score 2 goals. 2-0 up. You're thinking, you know what? Oh my God, this is a vintage United performance at Old Trafford on a crucial European night. And we see the 2 goals go in. Ugarte scores. Dallas scores. Heads just drop. Tolisso scores. And then the second goal goes in. And now it's looking like, you know what, Lyon might nick it. But no. Fortunately for us, Tolisso gets a red card just before full time. And because of that, because of the 10-man thing, we were able to score eventually. And right after that, red card, Tolisso. Then full time 2-2. Then the Lyon substitute on the left wing runs down the line and gets it to Cherki. Cherki on his left foot. You know what? Just because we've actually gone through now, I can actually say it, guys. Cherki is insanely good. I don't think it matters what else we see. Now, I already knew Cherki was good, but now that I've seen him firsthand, having apparently, according to people, bad games in these 2 legs, get Cherki in. Forget the fact that he scored 2 goals. Just the ball control that he has, how people are scared, are frightened of taking care of him. The fact that he's 25 million. Guys, we should be signing him tomorrow. That's how good Ryan Cherki is. Because if Cherki plays, he's up there with Ahmad in technical levels. He is that good. So, Cherki should be, if you ask me, Cherki should be our first signing of the season. Yeah, of course, there'll be clubs looking at him. But if you pay 25 million, the best thing we can do is we actually literally played him. We literally knocked him out. So, you know what? Play on emotions. Do whatever you need to. Please, next season, give me Zirkzee, Mino, Ahmad and Cherki. Oh my God. See, then we can actually see football. Then, if Amorim is claiming, oh, I want to play proper football, decent football, beautiful football, which he's not, by the way, but let's say he is. This is the way to go about it. Ryan Cherki, outstanding player. By levels, technically, he is the best player on that pitch. But once Cherki scores, then they get a penalty. And you're thinking, oh my God, we have just messed up brilliantly. This was going to be one of the worst European nights in our history. Because again, you know, the financial implications, the future implications that could come out of this game. But then they score 4-2. And then, when I mean out of nowhere, Casemiro's fouled. Bruno scores a penalty. Insane penalty. Pick it up, go back. Mino's finish in the 120th minute. When we needed him to finish it, finished it. And then cross comes in. Maguire taps it in. 5-4. We are through to the semi-finals. Athletic Bilbao next. That was the game. Like, emotions. First leg was emotions. Second leg was emotions. That's it. That should be the title, in fact. Emotions, emotions, emotions. I'm sure you enjoyed this one. Now the great thing is we at least have something left to look forward to in the season. Maybe everything ends in Bilbao. Maybe we don't get past Athletic Bilbao and this is the end of the road. But at least we got this far. And we have a chance. When we go to Bilbao, we could do the exact same thing again, like we did in the last two legs. Draw at their place, come Old Trafford, somehow win. Is that impossible? No, it's not. Because the second leg's at Old Trafford, anything is possible. So, that's Man United 5, Lyon 4, in minus the quality, one of our best European nights in our history. Because considering the importance, considering the score, considering how it happened, this was insane. See you all in the next one.